maintenance and buffs are upon us. The team match event is going on. Shout out to Team Eevee. And the Ralt line? What's good? It's your boy Rico. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Duel. And in today's episode, we do have 3 matches to show you guys. One match is going to feature this deck that you guys currently see. And then the other 2 matches is going to be featuring Ralts, the full Ralts line being competitive. But first, we do have some buffs that we do need to discuss that came out yesterday night. And actually, shout out to Akash. Akash, I believe he told me this about a week ago. He's like, I predict there's going to be some changes and figures. Well, the figure buffs notice is going to come out Thursday night. And I was going to mention it in like 2 episodes ago, but I was like, I just didn't because we got the team match event. I wasn't expecting us to get the team match event. Well, guess what happened Thursday night? We got the buff. So, hey, Cash, bro, you a dev? Like, I don't know. Maybe you guys should bug him and see if he's a dev. There really isn't much to go over in the buffs because essentially what it is just the power creep, the increase of damage. And to me, I think this buff is very lackluster. I think it's very lazy because what I wanted to see was more... I want to see more ability changes, but we didn't see any of that except for the Magnezone. It does change from 1 MP to 2 MP. Now, this is going to be very interesting because Magnezone's ability does plus 20 damage for each electric and steel type mon on the board. So if you have triple Magnezone, 2 Arceus, and a Tapu Koko, you're adding an additional 150 damage to your entire deck. That is going to be insane. It's going to be crazy, and that is definitely something we're probably going to be seeing once this banner comes out. Also, they will be 3 MP if they evolve from Magneton, so it's going to be nuts, and that's something to look forward to. Now, before we jump into the matches, I do want to shout out to Nightcrawler and everyone on Reddit who are posting their speculation on the figures that they think they're going to be seeing. So shout outs to Nightcrawler, Akash, and everyone in the comments. So Nightcrawler here, this is like kind of a breakdown of the triple Magnezone, double Arceus, and the Koko. Like, Magnezone's going to be hitting 250. Arceus, the return alone with no change, 230. The Judgment, 300. And the Extreme Speed, 280. It's going to be nuts, man. It's going to be absolutely nuts. Here are the figures that they think they're going to be seeing. Thundurus, I agree. We'll probably see Thundurus since we did get Tornadus. EX Sharpedo, I don't know how I feel about that. That'd be cool, though, if we do get an EX Sharpedo because the regular Sharpedo is just garbage. Mega Sharpedo, Slowpoke Line, Chinchou, Ammonite. Here's Akash's predictions. And his predictions, I want to say, are... I don't want to say 100% valid, but he has a very good... reason as to his predictions. The Mega Manetrix, Mega Slowbro, Manetrix, Slowbro, Kabutops, Lantern, Amistar, Ammonite, Chinchou, and Electrike. And here's what he thinks he's going to for the player pass: Thundurus, Tornadus, Gyarados, Vaporeon. Bro, what about the Umbreon and Leafeon? That's what I want to see. But the reason why he thinks this is because these figures have already leaked. We know that they're already in the game, so I would accredit Akash, so I agree with him. I think this is probably what we're going to be seeing. All right, guys, now let's actually jump into today's episode. I want to explain the deck. Let's just jump into the match right now. Okay, guys, so my Eevee deck has gone through so many compositions. First, I was running like triple Eevee. Then I was running 2 Eevees. Then I was running the Magmortar and the Blacephalon. Then I was running this deck with a Gengar instead of the Ralts, and then we added the Ralts, and Ralts was actually in my original composition, so this is kind of like the final deck that we've been running, but let's kind of explain this. So Team Eevee, what's attractive about Eevee? Like, we're not going to pull the evolution, so the undergoes branching does nothing for us since we're not adding any of the Eevee evolutions. But the only thing that's appealing would be that this Pokemon MP cannot be 2 or lower except through the effects of markers. So you guys know when you're running UX Eevee, you're going to be running Air Balloon. So that's what's good. But what else about Eevee? His attacks. The Z move. It soft banishes you for 7 turns. So I'm like, okay, that's going to factor into the deck that I'm going to build around. And then the Double Edge. Double Edge, we know Double Edge, it knocks us both out. It knocks the opponent and it knocks me out. So how can we prevent that? So what we're going to do is the plates that we're bringing the Focus Band. First of all, Focus Band needs to be nerfed. It should not be 2 slots. It should only be 1. That way I can run like a Gold Block or a Long Throw. But choose one of your Pokemon on the field or bench for this turn. It cannot be knocked out. So our goal is to hit the Double Edge, KO the Mon, and then we stay on the board. And what we're also rocking is the Force Remove. So because of the air balloon synergy with the Eevee, what we're trying to do is we're trying to take the entry points, both entry points, and then we're going to Force Remove with figures that can KO. KO by purple, KO not by damage, and that's why we have the Lucario, Mega Lucario, and that's also why we're rocking the Rhyperior. So other than that, we are rocking the Aerodactyl because I love Aerodactyl. Prevents Rush, prevents Air Balloon, and then the Ralts. The Ralts line is very, I think, could be very competitive because Ralts alone is good because it has a 3-star Imprison. It makes that user's attack a miss. It can evolve easy by Twinkle Tackle. We all know how good Curlia is, and Curlia, when it evolves, is going to have that 3-star Psycho Switch, benches you, and then the Gardevoir is going to have a 4-star Warp Hole, and then the Mega Gardevoir 5-star in the blue hole. Like, I think it'd be super competitive. So all right, a lot of the matches we played today, the matches that we won and got footage for were against, like, you know, like newly people in Legends. I felt bad beating on them, but this player, I know this player is a good player. I've seen them high, like in the 3900s, 4Ks, I believe 4Ks, and they had a pretty decent deck. They have these two. They have the nipples. They have, dude, the lower I am in League, the more Mega Rays I run into, and I forgot how annoying they actually are. So this deck is going to be kind of tough to beat, but let's just see what happens. Remember the goal here: Force Remove and what's this play called? Focus Band. All right. So they're going to go first. They're going to Dragon Sphere so they can have 2 MP on their Rays. And we're just going to set up our Shuppet Wall with their Eevee. I love Eevee. I miss rushing up with Eevee. But what we're going to do is we're not going to rush here because they do have the nipples. And I don't want my Eevee being banished here. Although they can't banish him, but they can burn me and banish me. So he's going to bring on this, and I'm like, okay, very interesting. What we're actually going to do now is we're going to Mega here, and we're going to try and get rid of you because this thing is a threat. If it Megas, we're in trouble. So we go for this. Hopefully we land on damage. We wanted not our Rock Slide, but our other one, but we tie in damage. But the good thing is this thing has weight now. We threaten game, and what I'm going to do is we're going to DC with our Celebi because this is the biggest threat to my deck currently. So we're going to DC hoping for our Grass Knot into their extreme speed, and that's exactly what we get. Let's go. Don't have to worry about this. So he's going to bring on his other nipple, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually Air Balloon my Eevee here because I'm going to protect my my Celebi because I don't want my Celebi getting banished. I don't want him being burned. I don't want him getting banished. But because he does this, I'm like, you know what? We're doing this for 2. We're going to take the entry point. We're going to Focus Band, and we do hit the double edge into the Flamethrower. I'm like, oh my God. I can't believe that actually worked. And the reason being, why didn't I become burned? I didn't become burned there. I didn't even become burned there. I just noticed that I didn't become burned there. I guess it's not damage on damage, so I wouldn't become burned. But I've tried the Focus Band. Oh, man. I want to say close to 10 times. What just happened there probably happened twice. Only happened twice because the odds are not that good. But we get that. And now we're in position to Force Remove. I'm like, let's go. So what they're going to do is they're going to attack my Celebi. I don't know why I'm like drawing blanks on names here. But he does burn us, but the problem is we have a Mega Lucario. We have 3 MP, so we're going to Mega Lucario here. We are going to surround this Victini, this nipple, and things are looking really good for us. So now what my opponent is going to do, they are going to Mega with their Altaria. They're going to try and KO my Lucario, probably hoping to hit. Well, I mean, they can hope for Final Song as well. But I think they're looking for D-Dance into Hyper Beam, but unfortunately for them, they just hit the Hyper Beam, so we do out damage it. And now what we can do, I mean, things are already looking good for us, but you know we got to complete it for the tube. We do have the Force Remove, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to Force Remove with our Lucario, and we're going straight into this Victini, and all we need to do is hit gold, and it's GG, boys. Well, unless it hit at 60, but he does hit the miss, and we do get the damage. We do get the KO, and that Victini is boom. See you later. All right, let's jump into the second match. Okay, guys, so this second match, we currently see decks that have triple Heracross. We're going up against, does that chain 10 level 10 everything? Oh, wow, it is. Everything's chain 10 level 10. Going up against triple Scizors. And when this electric and water deck or banner comes out, we're probably going to be seeing triple Magnetons. So does that mean Sigilyph might see some light of day? If you guys don't recall Sigilyph's ability, if there's three of the same mons, and you surround them, they get excluded. So we're going up against a cracked deck here. Chronic. Let's see. So we're gonna set up our Shuppet wall with our Celebi. Why am I drawing a blank on Celebi? I don't understand why I keep drawing a blank on Celebi. But we see this Heracross coming over, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. We're gonna counter here with our the Ralts. And there's some debate. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Me personally, if I was going to level up my Scizor, I would put everything into the dodge, because what I want to happen is I want to survive, and I want you to attack me and get a correct marker. Now, Hypenated is saying that you should put everything into the Crushing Squeeze, which this person did, because, and I get his argument too, it's compelling. It's either you KO something or you get KO'd and they still have the correct marker. But for me, I would rather have the Scizor on the board, dodge, and then I can Mega the following turn. Let's say if my Kartana's not in range, or if my Kartana already used its ability to attack from range. That way I can still Mega with my Scizor, my Mega Scizor the following turn, and try to banish it. So what are your thoughts? Please let me know in the comments below. Would you rather level up the Crushing Squeeze or the dodge? All right, let's continue here. What just happened? They're going to attack my Eevee. They KO my poor Eevee. Where am I at? What am I trying to do here? We're going to double chance. Oh, yeah, double chance. We're just going to go for game. Since they're not protecting the goal, I was like, let's just go for game. We're going to go for the Sky Drop. But, of course, they hit their dodge. Chain 10, level 10, everything to the Crushing Squeeze. Hits dodge. I'm correct. But the good thing is my opponent is, their Z-Gauge is nowhere. See, you know what? Well, they had to. They had to do it. I mean, they could have Mega'd there and tried to get the banish, but yeah, the safer play would have been to surround. So that's exactly what they do here. Looks like my opponent's going to attack with their Heracross, and we are going to get the Imprison. Let's go. Your Pin Missile is now a large miss. What we do here? Move up or attacks from range. What's good is that we got him to waste his ability. Now we're going to threaten game. Now he has to cover up goal. I'm trying to remember how this game ends. So we focus band here. Oh yeah, we focus band. Usually meant for Eevee, but we're gonna use it here on our Celebi. Jeez, use it on our Celebi to try and KO him. But we don't get it, and it's another dodge. Like, come on, bro. Let's see. So I'm gonna arrow here. We're gonna take the entry point, I believe. We take the entry point because we want to set up the force remove. Should have attacked there, but I guess I don't. But what we're going to do is we're going to Twinkle Tackle here. We're going to get rid of this Heracross. Poor Heracross has a large, gigantic red wheel. All completely miss. And we're going to pull the evolution off. Look at that. Curlia, 3-star Cycle Shift. You don't have to really worry about this Steelix, dude, I'm drawing a blank on my names right here. But he's going to attack here, and we get a clutch taunt. I'm like, all right, let's go. Now we're going to force remove, and we're going to try and get rid of this Scizor, hoping for damage on damage or the Rock Wrecker on their white, but we don't. They do hit the Bullet Punch, so that's not good for us. They bring up their other Scizor now. What do I do here? I attack again? Yeah, attack again. We do KO. Got lucky. Got the Bullet Punch into our Rock Blast. Why am I plus? Oh, because of the Mega Dactyl. That's right. I get KO'd here. Dude, Steelix is a beast. I need to run Steelix a little bit more. I'm trying to figure out how this ends. So their Z-Gauge is up. I move up. What are we doing here? Move back with Curlia. They're going to take my entry point. We are going to Air Balloon. Oh, yeah, we Air Balloon here because I want to attack this Kartana and try and get the Rock Wrecker. So we attack here, and we get damage. I'm like, okay, this is actually good. Now the opponent is forced to cover up, so they're going to Gold Block here with their Steelix, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Tectonic Rage. Goodbye, Steelix, and now you're going to have to cover up with your Scizor. But I've totally neglected the fact that their Z-Gauge is going to be up, and they're going to Z-move here. Hopefully we hit the Rock Wrecker, but we don't. We do get the Bulldozer, and now we kind of have a game. Both my entry points are gone. Their entry points are not gone, so I'm just going to attack into here, hoping to get their Crushing Squeeze on the energy or on the Grass Knot, but we don't hit the Grass Knot, and things are not looking that good for me. For some reason, my opponent comes off the the bench. Or the entry point. I don't know why. But what we're going to do is we're going to bench the opponent, and we're going to pull the switch, and I'm not going to pull the evolution, and I'm going to attack the following turn and try to get the cycle switch, and we do get the cycle switch. We get to bench him, and now we can pull the evolution, or then we can pull the switch. So we just had a double switch there. Double evolution. Oh, wait, no, one evolution. And we put the Lucario here. And the reason the Lucario is here is because Lucario has a great shot at surviving against the Sizzlers. And we do get the Aura Sphere into the Crush and Squeeze. Let's go. That is GG, boys. Chronic, I don't know why did you take it off the entry point? That was kind of weird. But that was pretty cool. Like the switch, don't evolve, hit the switch again, then evolve, and then switch to Lucario. I thought that was a pretty cool play. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. But all right, let's jump into the last and final match. All right, guys, this first match was like the first match I played with the first deck that I created. And then it went downhill after that. So if you guys will notice, I do have the Blacephalon and the Magmortar now. I don't know this, but it has been confirmed in my chat. If I have 2 Mons on their entry point and I force... Is it force remove? Yeah, if I force remove and we attack something and we hit the Flame Gun and we KO a Mon behind it, it banishes both of the Mons. So that's what I was going for. And with this deck, I went like 1-7. So that's why I changed it up. So, but this is who we're playing against. Pretty decent figures. I mean, they're almost 6'7". So we're just going to start off with our Shuppet Wall. The Eevee, we'll call that the Eevee Rush. No more Shuppet Walls. When you have Eevee, it's the Eevee Rush. We all know what Poibole is going to do. So we're just going to be defensive here with our Blacephalon. Blacephalon is going to be our goalie. Then we're going to bring up our... Ralts, because Ralts can check both of these. I mean, even the Mega Lucario, Ralts can kind of check if they hit their Aura Sphere, and we do hit our Imprison. So, I mean, Ralts is pretty good, man. I don't agree with this play, because if I survive, I can surround you, but fortunately for us, we get the KO, so we don't even have to worry about it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to perfect set us up for the Focus Band, get the Double Edge, and get rid of Lucario, and things are going to be looking good for us. Unfortunately, we don't get the Double Edge, because like I told you guys, it only happened about 2 times out of 10. But we're going to rush up here with the Celebi. I didn't remember the name. I remember the name this time. Let's go. I don't remember what I did with Magmortar. So my opponent's going to... Did he DC? He did DC. Why did he DC there? I would just outright attack into it, honestly. I don't know if I agree with that. But what I decided to do here, I baited my opponent. I wanted them to waste their Z-Gauge so my Z-Gauge can come up and so I can evolve my Ralt. So they take the bait, Tectonic Rage, get rid of my Celebi, and then we're going to take this opportunity. They're not going to evolve. If you guys have a Vibrava, do not put the evolution on there. It wastes time. There's no reason to ever evolve anyway. So if you guys have them on there, get rid of it. But we're going to take this opportunity. We're going to Twinkle Tackle. We're going to get the evolution. We're going to bench the Lucario. See you later. Ah, look at that. Huge 3-star Psycho Shift, right? So they're going to move up their Lunala, and I'm going to take this opportunity. We're going to Air Balloon. We're rocking double Air Balloons because we had double Eevees. And we're actually going to attack here for some odd reason because I was thinking that I was going to bench him, but I just realized that Lunala can't be benched. So that was dumb. That was a dumb play. And I paid the price. But what I'm going to do... okay, so let's explain that play. So I decided to Air Balloon there because what I want to do is I wanted to take the entry point. I wanted to have 2 Mons on their entry point. After I air ballooned, I realized if I were to do that, they're just going to surround me with the Poipole. So that's why I didn't move onto the entry point. So after that happened, I'm like, all right, so you are confused. We're just going to straight up attack you. We have pretty decent odds at KOing you. And we KO him, but, I mean, we get KO'd as well. What do I do here? We move up Celebi. They attack with their Mimikyu. We get the backtrack. I don't know if I take it. Nope, I don't take it. I move up. How's this match end? Oh, yeah, I remember. We're going to... so they max revive, and then what we're going to do is we're going to max revive the following turn, and we're going to max revive our Curlia, and we're going to try and bench this Mimikyu. Because it is a fairy type, and the fairy type is near my goal, and I don't want that. So that's why we max revive, that's why we pull the switch, and then we're going to switch over, and I'm actually going to pull the evolution this time, and we do have the Gardevoir. 4-star Warpole, let's go. What do I do here? Do I Z-move? Nope. Oh, I move here because I didn't want to get surrounded by the Poipole, and we get a clutch backtrack, actually. So now we don't have to worry about that. The opponent here is going to DC with their Marshadow, and we have to hope to survive here, get our 130, but we get our takedown. I'm like, oh man, come on, Shadow Sneak one more time. He gets a dodge. I'm like, all right, this is perfect. We actually get to show off Eevee. Eevee, let's go. Hit him with that breakneck blitz, soft banish. See you later, Marshadow. Ah, feels good, man. And now my opponent's in a predicament. They haven't Mega Lucario'd yet, so we're going to set up this around if they do want to try and Mega Lucario. I mean, he has pretty decent odds at KOing any of these figures, but just in the event that we get lucky, we can surround with the following turn. They take the bait. They hit the dodge. Let's go. We get to surround this Lucario. I still think that you should be able to evolve. Well, never mind. I don't even know what I'm talking about. They're going to move up their Mimikyu because we are threatening game, and I'm going to take the entry point here. And then they're just going to bring up their Mimikyu. I think he gets... No, move back. Dude, Celebi getting some clutch backtracks. And what I decided to do here is we are just going to move up our Celebi because they do still have their Z-Gauge. We can't move right next to the Vibrava. Otherwise, we would just get Tectonic Rage. They make the right play. Go after my Eevee because it is 3 MP. And then we're just going to cover goal again with our Celebi. Again, get rid of that. It takes up too much time. And now once they cover... Oh, they don't cover goal. Since they don't cover goal, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Mega Evolve here with my Gardevoir into my Mega Gardevoir, primarily because there is a large blue and it gives us a decent shot of winning. So that's why we pull the evolution here, and we're going to move right next to the goal. And makes the right play, going for the Ultra Portation, but unfortunately for them, they get the Toxic and we get the Moonblast, and that is GG, boys. Let's go. I will be running this deck for the next 2 days, for the entirety of the team match event. But yo, I'm pretty hyped. I'm looking forward to what new figures we're going to be getting for the water and electric banner. I don't really care about the buffs. Like Mega Gyarados just increased Hyper Beam. Mega Gyarados does not need Hyper Beam. It needs a better ability and it needs a better wheel, in my opinion. So we're gonna cut the video there until then, ladies and gentlemen. As always, peace.